Carl's Garage, and I just wanted to show you guys some information. I will put the link in the description to this PDF file and maybe a few other links as well for you guys to go click and download this. Again, we are looking at the 2017. We're looking at 2017 when this was released. This is the fourth notice. I get a lot of people who have Kia and Hyundai issues and they say, well, I never knew, I was never notified. Well, again, by 2017, this was their fourth notice. So this PDF right here includes a lot of information pertaining to all of these year models. And like I always say, if you have a Kia or a Hyundai, it doesn't matter. You probably have some sort of engine recall. This specific engine recall is related to the piston rings, but there's another current recall on the newer models. I apologize. Let me rephrase that. This current recall that you're looking at right here is actually related to the rod bearing. The new engines have a piston ring recall, but I'm not covering that piston ring recall in this video. I'm covering the infamous rod bearing issue. So that's what this recall is about. This is some documentation. Again, this was published in 2017. KMA published revised TSB 147 to include engine replacement procedures on Friday. Again, they've been doing this for a very long time. They've been informing people. It's been up to you. See, parts information. During the week of 5/22, all dealers received the initial supply of dipstick oil level rods, which are necessary to certain vehicles once they pass the test. And I know for a fact, back when I had my Kia and I got the KSDS done on my Kia, they tagged my dipstick or something like that with a green like zip tie, like a green special zip tie. And it was to show that when the engine blew and I brought it back with that green zip tie, it was already approved for an engine replacement. But again, I didn't want to continue to drive and pay for a car that was a brick. You know what I mean? I just didn't. And I also didn't want to risk, because I drive a lot, I didn't want to risk the hassle of, 60, I live here in Houston. I didn't want to risk the chance of being like 50, 40, 30, even 20 miles away from a dealership and then having to pay that tow fee. And then, you know what I mean? I didn't want to risk that, especially at these really fast, big highways that we have here in Texas. You're risking every time you get in one of these cars, because every time you get in one of these cars, you might have your children in the car, and then the car's just going to go into limp mode. And I've heard many, many, many horror stories. So please go down below in the description and click the links that I put there so that you guys can see these documents. I will be doing a comprehensive video where I will include all of these documents together, as well as some other information on the process to get your engine replaced, or at least get your car looked at for free, like this right here says. Now, what will Honda do? Your Hyundai dealer will perform a software update and the ECM to improve the knock sensor detection system, KSDS. This procedure will be performed at no charge, but a lot of people are being charged. A lot of people are being charged because they don't know what to say. So I've done some extensive research and I've written a pretty big, kind of like a pamphlet or an ebook, so to say, so that I can give to you guys and provide it. Now, unfortunately, I will be selling it. I will be selling it because it took a lot of my time to get all of these documents together. So again, if you download these, hey, get them now, because all of these documents and pamphlets will be in. Look at this. Like, this is what they're going to do to your car, but none of this matters. This right here is due to the excessive oil consumption. But once they run this test, it's not going to not still burn oil. They don't have a fix. So, but I suggest that you have all of this information, whether or not you've been denied already and you want to make a case for yourself. I will have a lot of information in this ebook / pamphlet that I will be providing that you guys can use and have, especially if your car hasn't blown its engine yet. So if your car has not blown its engine yet, I advise that you spend the money. It's only gonna be $10 and you will get all of this information, all of the videos. I have well over 50 videos, probably 100 videos if you include this one, on both of my channels, Straight Outta Content and Carl's Garage. Please compile all of that information and protect yourself so that when your engine goes out, you do not get denied. Again, it's $10. You'll have all this information. No dealership will be able to deny you. And even if they do, you can always go to another dealership. These are things that I say in a lot of my videos, but unfortunately, people aren't able to see all of my videos. So I decided to that's why you haven't seen me make a video in a very long time, because I've decided to take all these weeks off to compile one big document / like ebook so that you guys you can buy it. And then once you buy it, you will have all of the information that you need to put you in the right place to get your engine replaced. And again, it's not a guarantee that you will get your engine replaced, because nothing is guaranteed. At the end of the day, it will come down to Kia. But what you can do is you can always source different dealerships. Not everybody knows that. Sometimes you may be denied in Florida, but you can get accepted in Texas, because that dealership will be like, well, you qualify for some odd reason, because it's per dealership. Even though you may be in Florida and they may tell you, well, we sent it in to Kia and they denied you. There are still ways if you can provide all of this documentation. But I guarantee you, if you walk in with all of these things printed out and say, hey, listen, I got my oil, I've got my everything done, and I paid attention, and my engine just went out. But again, without that KSDS, if your engine goes out without that KSDS, the chances of you getting your engine replaced are slim to none, but you can do it. I have seen situations where people didn't have the KSDS, which is this document right here. People didn't have this. Where is it? I just saw it. I just read it to you guys. Dang it. I literally just read the KSDS thing. But anyway, is it on this one? Oh, here it is. Yeah, where they didn't have this knock sensor on their car and they still were able to get their engines replaced because the recall is still active. So of course you're supposed to get this, this important service, manufacturer service campaign, but you can let them know like, hey, listen, I don't have this software, but something's going wrong with my car. Hopefully whoever's watching this or whoever has the opportunity to buy this whole thing, your car's running fine and you can prevent. This is for the people out there whose cars are still running fine and you are trying to prevent the big issue from happening. All right, guys, so that's going to be it for this video. Please watch all my other content and stay tuned for the big video where I'll be dropping all of this. Thank you.